what is this? This has got to be a gag, right? Also, I think it needs a little voice acting. Let me just... Help me! What if? Ask the Exorcist. That is much better. You're welcome. And as far as I can tell, no, this really isn't a joke. Well, not that kind of joke. This is Bob Larson, the real Exorcist. I swear to Mecha Satan this is real. I mean, there's literally sizzle noises on the footage when he puts the cross on people. I mean, come on! I would do that to take the piss. But if this is just an elaborate troll, the man is committed. Perhaps should be. But more importantly, he's got a lot of crap to sell to you, including demon tests, exorcism kits, and...
If your life isn't all that it should be, if relationships aren't working, if your health, your finances, or your spiritual life are unhappy, schedule a personal one-on-one encounter with me.
So, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure he's also a hooker. Schedule an encounter? I've been with escorts who are more subtle than that. What's that? No, I didn't say I've been with escorts. You must be hearing things. I get all my sexing for free. Also, does he kind of look like a character straight out of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I'm a rogue demon hunter now.
Wow. What's a rogue demon?
The man is literally LARPing as some kind of superhero. And quite frankly, it's hilarious. Until you realise he's taking advantage of, yet again, the desperate and the stupid. And quite frankly, charging them obscene amounts of money for what amounts to maybe a bit of counselling if they're lucky, but more likely just lying to people in order to get more out of them once they're on the hook. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, what a change, what a difference when you have an encounter with God.
And seems to have somewhat of a god complex. What fun. Anyway, that was a bit of context for this video, because after I watched it, there was just so much to find. But come on, let's all take a look at this first video together, because it is a doozy.
Mark in Sacramento asks a question I've had posed many times.
Is it? If everything you do is so very important, why does it cost so damn much? Again, I've been with sex workers who cost less than most of your services. And again, I didn't say anything about being with sex workers. And I really don't know where you keep getting this idea from, people. Really. Too much time on the internet has rotted your brains.
And I think it's good to revisit the issue again.
Well, only when it's funny. Why do you think I've made so many flat earth videos? Never ceases to be hysterical to me. But then I have to go back to exposing the stupidity of charlatans like you. It's a hard life, really. And everyone should feel sorry for me and give me money. Join the whiskey club. Hey, at least when you spend money with me, you know you aren't getting anything worthwhile. Well, except the videos and the sick merch. And holy hell, am I better value for money than Bob? Weird.
Exodus 34:7 says that generational curses only go back to the third and fourth generation.
Ah, well, if it says it in the Bible, that very much means that it is written in the Bible. That we know for sure is a fact. Well, only if you consider the fact that it's a translation, and of course a lot of meaning is often lost in translation. It's a cliche, yes, but cliches exist for a reason. So the very least we can say is that yes, there were definitely words to that effect written in a translation of the Bible. Very useful.
How come we've seen people on your YouTube channel with curses going back 50 plus generations?
Because, right, get this, both of these things are nonsense. Bob here has had exactly 0 people on his show with 50 generations of curses, because he hasn't even had someone with 1 generation of curses, because curses doesn't real. And may God strike me down if that's not true. Oh shit. Ah! Miss me, you chump!
Let's take a look at where this scripture comes from.
let's not and say we did, yeah? The Bible is so boring. Even the good bits with all the ultra-violence are just too goddamn wordy. God could really do with an editor. Okay, I know it's already been edited a ton. I meant like a half-decent editor. Imagine if the Bible was more exciting, like a Tom Clancy novel or something. President God, the terrorists are threatening freedom. I'll deal with them myself. Another win for freedom.
It's not only in Exodus 34:7, but also in Exodus 20, verse 5.
The Wizarding School of Hogwarts is not only in the first Harry Potter book, it's in all the books. I don't know why I would bring that up. Weird, as it's totally unrelated. I mean, the Harry Potter books are fiction after all, so anything contained in them once or 1,000 times doesn't make that thing any realer than it is or isn't. Again, not related, no idea why I would even keep banging on about the fact those books are fiction in this context. It really is very strange.
In the first instance, Moses came down from the mountains with the tablets of stone. In the first instance, Moses came and he came again and he was stone.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I just kind of had to. It felt right.
This particular passage about curses going to the third and fourth generations was there in Exodus 20, verse 5.
A better man than I might sit down and scroll through the Bible, find a contradictory passage, or perhaps even your particular passage, in some context that shows it might have some interpretation other than that which you present in your video. A better man might do that, but then a better man wouldn't keep lying about hiring people for sex.
Of course, we know what happened with the rebellion of the children of Israel. Moses broke the tablets.
Oh no, you broke the fake slab of fake rules that you just faked for us. Whatever will we do? Or wait, was it actually like a modern tablet? You know, like an iPad? Oh, that You know how far we would have come in technology by now. Way to go, Moses. We should have flying cars if you weren't throwing a bloody hissy fit.
And he went back up the mountain and he came.
Just watch where you aim that thing. You know how hard it is to wash that stuff out? That's why I wear all black, so that I can draw over any stains with permanent markers. Ain't nobody got time to wash their clothes. What am I, the queen? I would make a fabulous queen, though.
Back again with the Decalogue in 34, verse 7.
See, when I hear the word Decalogue, I just imagine some gigantic turd. A Decalogue was dropped in the city today. There were no survivors. President God was seen leaving a bathroom moments before.
In both instances, it says the curses go to the third and the fourth generation. But we need to understand this as a minimum, not a maximum.
Okay, so where does it say that? Is this your only evidence for that claimed length? Because I don't know about you, mate, but just saying to the third and fourth generation indicates a minimum, not a maximum, it's super goddamn weak source. To me, to the third and the fourth generation indicates a minimum and a maximum. It's at least 3 or as long as 4. Do you not think that your Grand Pumbaa Daddy-O maybe would clarify if it was longer than that? Or is this your interpretation of God's word? Which, by the way, is an idea I've always found to be incredibly presumptuous and, dare I say, prideful, aka sinful, you dirty sinner. Oh, hey, there's greed too, and lust because of the hooker thing. We could play sin bingo with this guy. Or singo.
Our book, Curse Breaking, has a detailed study of this.
Well, would you look at that? How long are we into this actual video of yours? I think it's like 1.5 minutes tops. And you're already desperately trying to sell your crap. Do people not see this?
And we take a good look at it in our International School of Exorcism. And I can't do justice in a few moments here what's explained so thoroughly in the School of Exorcism.
Oh, come on. Look, I don't begrudge people having something to sell. Buy my merch. Represent.com/store/sir-sick-merch. Buy now. But with something like this, you aren't just selling something cool or possibly useful. You're selling salvation. Well, you're selling false salvation. And I bet those who are looking for it are willing to pay. And you are more than happy to take their money, aren't you? They come to you for answers and you give them an invoice. It's just really gross.
But understand this.
I don't really understand anything you do or say in the reasoning, but then I'm not cartoonishly barely concealed walking, talking blob of liquid malevolence. I mean, I almost never walk. That's exercise, and exercise is for people who don't eat 2 cheesecakes for breakfast.
The phrase, unto the third and the fourth generation, was not meant to be numerically literal.
Oh yeah? Do tell me what you meant. I'm sorry, I mean to say what God meant. It's not like you think you're God or anything. No one with power over people got a God complex, did they? I certainly haven't. I just demand people worship me every day and name their firstborn after me. Perfectly reasonable. So I don't really understand why nobody has done it yet.
I've consulted with Hebrew scholars, and they all say this was an idiom. It was a Hebrew expression.
Doubt? Because A, who exactly are these people? And B, what makes their interpretation any less completely invalid as yours? Because even if, read in the Hebrew, you are still interpreting the words of a being beyond comprehension, who for some reason has a habit of contradicting himself. What makes you think his communication is one that man could ever comprehend? Far better to just wait till you die and then heckle him when you finally get the chance. That's what I always do every time I'm killed, and I just keep getting sent back to spawn. Infinite life glitch, motherfucker!
For example, we sometimes use the colloquial expression, oh, this just seems to go on forever and ever. It's like it has no end.
Ah yes, like my job watching you fools. Even more so since I have started trying to get more videos out to please the one true and truly unknowable God. The algorithm. What do you want from me? Why did it take 72 goddamn hours for a review?
Well, what we're saying is that there's continuity to the particular issue in question.
No one is saying that. No one would say that. And if they did follow up, this is taking forever with, the reason I'm saying this is to demonstrate the continuity of the situation, they'd be just about the most pretentious can of stale puke I could ever hope not to meet. It's just a saying for, God damn, this thing requires a lot of endurance and I'm not sure how much I have left. And you know what? I think I've run out of mine. Just do me a favour and stop trying to scam money out of people. Like that'll ever happen. You'd have to have some of those, what do you call them, morals. And someone with morals would never make something like this, unironically.
Cancel curses, break soul ties, cleanse your ancestry, and cast out demons. Enroll now in the International School of Exorcism and the Advanced Academy of Deliverance.
How does anybody take him seriously? I couldn't write something more absurd if I tried. I'm actually kind of jealous. Did you know there are various buttons and doodads on this very page? There's a subscribe button here, a notification bell there, and a like button down that way. Press them now. Don't ask a question, just do it before they stop you. You wouldn't want them to stop you, would you? Not in insert country here. Also, while you're at it, buy some merch, join the Whiskey Club, and support me on Patreon. That'll show 'em.